Go to some other aspect that I think relates to learning. Some of you may say, some of you may have wonderful memories here, but some of you may wish you had better memories. Well, let me kind of give you a little awareness of what you think may be a negative attribute actually can be a very, very positive attribute. It turns out that when you have a poor working memory, what that really means is you can't hold things in mind very well, right? So you're looking at your colleague who can remember all this different stuff. They can hold it in their working memory, turn somersaults with it, and come up with new ideas really quickly, and you're lucky to remember what they were even talking about. But here's the thing. Research has shown that if you have a poor working memory, your 4 slots are like pretty weak, other stuff is always slipping in. That's why you can't hold ideas very well in your mind. But because the other stuff is slipping in, you're actually more creative. And research has shown that if you have attention deficit disorder or your attention wanders, shiny, then what that means is you have much more potential for being creative. Do you have to work harder than some other people in order to make up for that? Yeah, you do. But that comes with the trade-off that you are highly creative, so you can be very, very valuable in your job, even though you may have to work harder sometimes to have that achievement. Now, you may say, well, that's all well and good, but I'm actually a slow thinker. Right? I see these other people and they've got like a super race car brain. They can pick up these ideas so fast, and I kind of move along more slowly. Well, one of my heroes in the history of science is the Nobel Prize winner Santiago Ramon y Cajal, who's known as the father of modern neuroscience. Ramon y Cajal was not a genius, and he said so himself. Part of what he did was he worked hard and was persistent. But he said these people with race car brains, which he was not, often race along and they jump to conclusions that he didn't miss. He would see them, and he was more flexible in his thinking. When he'd see a mistake, he would go, wait a minute. Whereas the race car driver is so used to being right and being fast that they're much less able to be persistent and to flexibly change in the light of contradictory data. So if you have a slow brain, think of it like this. There's the person with the race car brain, great, but you're the hiker, and your experience is completely different. You walk along, you can see the little rabbit trails that they've missed. You can reach out and touch the pine needles. You can smell the pine forest. All of this is missed by the race car driver. So your way of thinking can be exceptionally valuable as well. In fact, Miriam Mirzakhani she won the Fields Medal, which is the top award in mathematics, the equivalent for mathematics of the Nobel Prize. And she was told as a young person, you think too slowly to be a mathematician. Well, guess what? She's one of the most creative mathematicians alive. So if you think slowly, more power to you. You're doing good.